Hello students, today we are going to discussing about the content, the basic fundamental concepts which is related with the topics in mathematics we will learn in this academic year, and the basic concept we have to remind. Therefore, the bridge course program was conducted by SCERT Maharashtra. According to this program, I am going to discussing with you the few basic concepts from the day-wise program of 45-day program given by this course. This program was started from 1st July and contents and exercise are given on the previous knowledge per day. Then those concepts I am going to discussing with you, which will help you to solve the examples from 9th standard contents. There is a day-wise 45-day program which is conducted by the bridge course, and for this purpose I am going to discussing with you the first 5-day content program, which will help you to solve the exercise given in the bridge course as well as the activities which is given you in this course, as well as to solve the exercise practice sets in each topic given in the 9th standard. There will be the test conducted according to this program at every 15th day. Then I am going to discussing with those contents, those basic contents with you, which will guide you to solve problems. First of all, we have to remind content and exercise given from 1st July to 5th July each course. Then see here, all of you studied about that, the natural numbers. Natural numbers which is denoted by n, and natural numbers are nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Then see here, the first natural number is 1, but we can't determine the last natural number. That means here this set, natural number set, is a infinite number set, as well as whole number set is a set of all natural numbers including 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and dot dot dot. That means we can't also determine the natural number set, natural number as well as whole number. That means here all natural numbers are whole number. Then integer number set, the integer number set which contains 0, all positive numbers, that is plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 and dot dot. That means here there are infinite positive numbers are there, as well as all negative numbers, that is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 dot dot dot. That means see here, integer is a set of all negative numbers as well as all positive numbers and 0. And here we can't determine the lowest integer as well as the biggest integer. Then one more type of numbers are there, that is Q, denoted by Q, which are known as rational numbers. Q is nothing but it is a rational numbers. Rational numbers, we can write the rational numbers in the form of m upon n, such that m belongs to integer. That means m, that number is integer, any integer, or n also belongs to integer, any integer, but n should not be 0. Then see here, according to this condition, here 2 upon 3 is an example of rational number. Minus 5 upon 7 is a rational number. 9 upon minus 2, and that can be written like this, minus 9 upon 2, that is also rational number. Here 1 upon 4 is a rational number, as well as see here 4, that 4 can be written in the form of m upon n, that is 4 upon 1, as well as minus 7 is also written in the form of m upon n, that is minus 7 upon 1. That means 4 and minus 7 are also rational numbers. That means all natural numbers, all whole numbers and all integers are rational numbers. There are few numbers which are not rational. These are called as irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Then irrational number, the number that is root 2, the value of root 2 is the irrational number. Root 3, 5 root 3 are the few examples of irrational numbers. Then the rational number and irrational number together are called as real numbers. That means real number is a set which is denoted by R, is the all rational numbers and all irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are there. That means mathematical concepts which is based on decimal number system. Decimal number system means which contains 10 digits. 10 digits, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. On those 10 digits, the mathematics is depends on it, or the concepts in maths which is depends on that decimal number system. Then all of you have known about the natural number, whole number, integers and rational numbers. We can classify few numbers into odd numbers. Odd numbers. All of you have been studied about the odd numbers. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13 and so many odd numbers are there. And even numbers, that is even numbers. Even numbers, the examples of that is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. That means here the number which is all are divisible by 2. Those numbers are even numbers. And the number which is not divisible by 2 are the odd numbers. You can find out the even numbers and odd numbers from 1 to 100 as well as 1 to 1000 also. Then there are few different types of numbers are there. That is prime number. Prime number. Then what are prime numbers? The number, for example, 19 is a prime number. For example, 19 is a prime number. And the factors of 19 is, that means 19 is divisible by 1 and 90. As well as 7 is divisible by 1 and 7. 23 is divisible by 1 and 23 itself. As well as 29 is divisible by 1 and 29. That means, see here, the numbers which is divisible by 1 and the number itself, those numbers are prime numbers. That means the number of which divisors are, these are the divisors of that number. The divisors of that number, if it is only 2, 1 and the number itself, then that is a prime numbers. Then we can find out the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Then see here, 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5, 7, 11, 13, 19, 23, 29, etc. are the prime numbers. Then you can find out the prime numbers from 1 to 100. Then see here, there are few numbers or digits which are composite numbers. Composite numbers. Then the number, see here, example of composite number, that is 4. 4 is divisible by 1, 2 as well as 4. See here, 4 number, that number is divisible by 1, 2 and 4. That means there are more than 2 divisors of that number. Then that number is a composite number. For example, 10. One more example, that is 10. 10 is divisible by 1, 2, 5 and 10. That means divisors of 10 are 4. Therefore 10 is a composite number. Then what is about 1? 1 is neither composite nor prime number. Only 1, that one digit. That digit is neither composite nor prime number. Then see here, the lowest prime number, that is 2, which is an even prime number. Then you will find that all prime numbers are odd, but only 1, that is 2, is a prime number which is even. That means 2 is a even prime number. And that is about the prime number and composite numbers. Then one more thing, see here, we can find out the divisors or factors of numbers. Then how to find out the factors and divisors of the given number? Then let us consider 12 is divisible by 4, isn't it? See here, 12 divided by 4. Then 4 3s are 12. Then here 0 is remaining. Therefore in this example, remainder, see here, it is a remainder. not remainder which is 0. 3 is a quotient. 3 is a quotient. 4 is divisor. 4 is divisor. And 12 is dividend. 12 is dividend. Then here when remainder is 0, then we can say that 4 is a divisor of 12, or also we can say that 12 is divisible by 4, but 12 is not divisible by, it cannot be divisible by, that is 5. Therefore 5 is not a divisor of 12. Then we have to find out whether 7 is a divisor of 24 or not. Then see here, if 24 is divided by 7, 7 3s are 21, then remaining 3, here remainder is 3, that means it is not a 0. Therefore 7 is not a divisor of 24. Then what are the divisors of 24? Then see here, 24 is divisible by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. These are the divisors of 24. We can write the divisors of given numbers by using division method, and as well as we can find out or identify the dividend, quotient, remainder and divisors. We will now discussing about the few basic concepts in geometry. Few basic concepts in geometry. That is, we face the different geometrical shapes and two-dimensional as well as three-dimensional objects. That is, here paper is a two-dimensional object, and pen, table, desk are the three-dimensional objects are there. There are the objects which having different shapes, that is triangular shape, square shaped, rhombus shaped, kite shaped, circle shaped or spherical, oval shaped, etc. These are the geometrical figures which we face everyday life. Then we have to discuss about that basic concepts which is used or useful in geometry. Then see here the first concept, that is point. Point is non-definable. That means we can't define the point, but we can observe or understand point. That is, see here, it is a point A, point B. Then that can be understood by looking to this symbol. As well as one more concept is there, that is cannot be defined by us, but we can understand that figure. That is, see here, it is a figure of line. See here, it is a line L, and here the line which having two-headed, which having two arrows at both ends of that line, which can be produced on both sides at infinite. That arrow indicates that can be increases or produced at infinite, and there are infinite points are present on the line. If we represent the points on that line, then we can also write like this, line AB. That means there are A and B, 2 points which is present on the line L. Like that, infinite points are there on the line L. See here, one more concept, that is segment. Segment, that is the geometrical figure of the segment. See here, L, M. Then what is segment? It is a part of, it is a one of the part of line is the segment. And here, see here, the end points of segment is point L and point M. That indicates that segment cannot be increases at infinite place. It is limited up to the those end points. That means, see here, we can denote this like segment LM or segment ML, and we can also measure the length of that segment using ruler. Then see here, the length of segment LM is 17 centimeter. That is, the length of segment can be measured. As well as one more concept, that is ray. The figure of ray we can draw. See here, that is the figure of ray. See here, M is the end point of ray and N is one of the point on that ray. In ray, there is only one head or arrow at only one end. That means at this side we can produce it at infinite, and we can write this like ray MN. We can't write, we should not write the name of ray like ray NM. We have to start it with end point MN, ray MN, and not the ray NM. Then that ray NM is wrong method to represent that ray. See here, few more concepts are there. Then observe this figure and identify one more concept. That is, see here line L is there and point P, Q, R lies on the line. Then the point P, Q and R are collinear points. Collinear points, the points through which only one line can pass through it. Then that is collinear points. But see here, the point L, point M and point N, through these all 3 points we cannot draw any single line passing through these all 3 points. Therefore here point L, M and N are non-collinear points. Non-collinear points. Then we can identify the collinear points as well as non-collinear points using this property or concept. Then one more concept, that is parallel lines. Parallel lines. All of you have observed the different objects, that is textbook, in which the edges of these textbooks are parallel to each other. The edge of that books are parallel to each other, as well as edges of blackboard are also parallel to each other. Then we can draw the figure of parallel lines, that is, see here, line L and line M. How to identify the parallel lines? If you produce these lines at infinite, they cannot intersect or meet to each other. Therefore, these lines are parallel lines, and we can write this here, line L, parallel line M. Then see here one more figure, that is here line P and line Q. Line P and line Q is given here. If we produce these lines, then these will intersect to each other at any point. Then these lines are not a parallel lines. That means line P and line Q are not the parallel lines. Then see here, if we draw one more line which can be intersects to those two lines in two distinct points, then that line T is known as transversal of line P and line Q. Similarly, we can also draw the transversal of that line L and line M. Then see here, line T is a transversal of line L and line M, which intersects to these points in two distinct points. Then when transversal intersect to parallel lines or non-parallel lines, there are total 8 angles are formed, which is represented by small a, b, c, d, c, d, e, f, g and h. Similarly, we can also find out the angles, that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Total 8 angles are formed due to the transversal intersects to the non-parallel lines as well as parallel lines. Then, because of transversal, there are different types of angles are formed, that is corresponding angles. corresponding angles. Then see here, corresponding angles, angle B and angle E are the corresponding angles. Angle pairs are there which is formed because of transversal when intersects to the parallel or non-parallel lines. Then angle B and angle E are the corresponding angles. There are 3 more corresponding angle pairs are there. You have to find out. Then alternate angles are there. Alternate angles are formed there. Then see here, the angle that is angle D and angle E are the alternate angle. D and angle E are the alternate angle pairs. Then one more angle pair which is alternate angles. Then you have to write this. Third one, that is interior angle pairs. Interior angle pairs. Then see here, angle D and angle F are the angle D and angle F are the interior angle pairs. Then you have to find out the remaining interior angle pairs. And one more angle pair is there, that is opposite angles or angle pairs, that is vertically opposite angle pairs. Then see here, angle B and angle D are the vertical opposite angles. Angle B and angle D as well as angle F and angle G are the vertically opposite angle pairs are there. That is about the few concepts which is related with the geometry as well as algebra. And these concepts which is given in the bridge course program from 1st July to 5th July, and exercise on those are also given on each days. You have to solve those exercise in your notebook carefully. Then we will discuss about the basic concepts which is given in the bridge course program of mathematics 9th standard maths from 6th July to 12th July next lecture. Thank you. These are the exercises given from the bridge course from 1st July to 5th July. Please solve these exercises in your notebook.